So this is a roadkill copperhead. He's about 2 feet long or so. He's kind of chewed up. He got hit by a car, so I'm not sure what he's going to end up looking like. But I have safely removed his head and all of his venom glands. I have them stored in a plastic bag over here. Now I'm going to slice him down the middle and start to remove the skin from the rest of his body. So it's starting to come off pretty good, except that you can see where he got run over. He's really torn, so it's not coming out in one piece. The hide part is looking pretty good, but the scales underneath are kind of detaching because he's all chewed up by a tire. I'm hoping as we get further down his body that he won't be so messed up. You can see where he's really ripped up by the crushing of the car that hit him. But I've gone in here and scraped away flesh. You can see there's still a piece right there that needs to be scraped out. So I'll get in there and scrape that away. But over down here, you can see where most of that flesh is gone, as much as I could get, which is a lot. It's looking pretty good. It's gonna look good when it gets into the solution. So I've been over him twice now and got a pretty good idea what he's gonna look like here. But you can see where he's just been chewed up. And there's lots and lots of holes. Lots and lots of holes in here from when he got crushed. Now I've got glycerin here. I think I got this at Walmart. You can find it about anywhere. I saw it at Walgreens. This is a 6-ounce bottle. I also have a 12-ounce jar, just an empty 12-ounce jar. The glycerin, I've already put the glycerin in it. Now I'm gonna add the alcohol. And all this is 70% or higher rubbing alcohol. You can see I got this at CVS. So we take that, it's a 12-ounce jar, so I'm just gonna fill this up. Gonna leave a little bit of room because we're gonna have a snake go in there. After added the alcohol and mix it up, the glycerin is a lot thicker than the alcohol, so you want to kind of mix it up before you put the skin in. Now we're just going to take the skin, we're going to put it down inside, let it all get in there and submerged. And the glycerin is a preservative. The alcohol kills all the bacteria. So we're going to put the top on that. We're going to let it sit for a couple of days, 3 days. We're going to let it, every day we're going to turn it and shake it up a little bit just to make sure that there aren't any pockets that aren't getting covered. But that's the next step, tanning this copperhead, this roadkill copperhead hide. All right, so I got this roadkill copperhead. He's been sitting in the glycerin solution for about 5 days, 5 or 6 days, 5 days. I was originally going to try to pin him to this board and stretch him out, but when I've got him out, he's so torn up that it really wasn't working, and it wasn't really worth the time. So instead, I'm gonna use another method that I saw on YouTube, and I can't remember where I saw. Lone Star Outdoors, I think, was the name. I'm gonna tag you. I'm gonna give you credit for this if it works, or even if it doesn't. This is the paper towel method with a marker. So I'm gonna pull him out of here. I'm gonna try to save as much of the glycerin, get as much of it off before I start stretching and rolling. Just put it back in the jar, because you can use this solution again. It's good for what I've seen, 2 or 3 different, 2 or 3 applications. So, all right, so here's the skin. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start, you ought to start at the head. I'm actually gonna start at the tail because it's less chewed up. But right here with this marker, skin down, the good side down on the paper towel, and get this out of the way. I'm gonna stretch it out and roll it up with this on this marker we're kind of stretching and rolling, rolling it up, stretching as we go, kind of flatten it out, putting a little pressure on it, stretching it flat. Want to make sure there aren't any places that are doubled up. Everything that I've read and everything I've watched, so you don't want to double it on top of it, on top. So I'm just going to stretch it out, stretch it out. Slow as she goes. So one thing that I read one thing I saw on a different channel was if you notice that the skin is starting to shed, or that he was starting to scale off, that you can kind of rub that away. And I've noticed when I pulled him out the first time that I had some skin. It looked like he was about to shed. So if I do this again, then I'll be sure to spread that out, or to kind of rub that off. But the young man on the Lone Star Outdoors said to spread it out and don't let the skin touch back on itself. See down here where he's all chewed up? I did find out who ran over him, and said he ran over him, backed up, ran over him again. There's a Copperhead in his neighborhood, and he's got children and dogs. And I don't know if I necessarily like that, but I can certainly understand that. All right, so I don't know if I'll end up saving this piece down here with this all chewed up. But anyway, I'm gonna roll it right up. Okay, and so there's our finished roll, and I'm gonna put a rubber band around it and let it sit for, he said 24 to 48 hours, and so I'm gonna give it a shot. I hope this works. It's been about 48 hours since I wrapped up my Copperhead in paper towel, so let's unroll him and see how. I peeked at him a little bit, but I haven't really pulled him out. So let's just kind of unroll him here from the paper towels and see how we did. So looking pretty good so far. Just gonna unroll it all the way. And then let's pick this up and move this out of the way. It looks like some scales did fall off in the process, but other than that, not too shabby. This is the roadkill Copperhead, and it's got lots of holes in it. But as far as the first attempt goes, I'm satisfied with this. I'll be able to take this now and demonstrate and show that hourglass pattern that identifies a Copperhead. So that's the purpose for this, is to have this skin available for education, so I can show the Boy Scouts or anybody else really, for that matter. But I'm relatively satisfied with the final outcome here. There is, from recovery to skinning to fleshing to putting in the solution to finished product, this is my first attempt at tanning a snakeskin. Thanks for tuning in.